Undetected News 38. I'm your host, Haley Norrish.
And I'm your other host, Tessa Williams.
So, we have breaking news that went off the charts.
It's about undetected diseases and how deadly and dangerous they are.
What is the story behind this mess, and how are we going to fix it? Now we have undetected heart diseases. Heart diseases.
Very serious, very, very serious, guys. You might want to pay attention to this.
Okay, first we have long QT syndrome. You have P, Q, R, S, and T. You have those intervals. The Q to T interval should be about half of a cardiac cycle long. But if you have long QT syndrome, it can get longer and longer to the point where your heart does not beat anymore.
And over here we have Hypertrophic Cardiomyopathy. And this is very, very serious. Very, very serious.
Very. It's a genetic disease that can affect hundreds.
Lots of young adults can get these, and especially athletes. So athletes, remember to get your cardiovascular scan regularly.
Or anywhere, just any person, get your heart checked
Yes.
regularly. Like, even if it's once every 3 months, just get it checked.
Even if you feel fine, still you need to get it checked for these diseases.
Lots of people who feel fine get this too, so maybe it could be your day.
And these are potentially life-threatening. I mean, these are really serious diseases right here. Any kind of disease that involves the heart is very deadly.
Now we have undetected eye diseases. These can be very serious too. They could lead to brain injuries and
Blindness.
just
too.
anything really. So first we're going to start with macular degeneration. So there is a dry degeneration and a wet degeneration. Wet degeneration is terrible. It'll make your arteries in your eye really, really thin to the point where they could pop at any moment. And it starts bleeding in the eye. Now, if you see the bleeding, contact your eye doctor or any doctor right away saying that you have blood in your eye. If you go to the doctor right away, like in the next hour, they could probably have this injection into your eye that could stop the bleeding. And if you don't stop the bleeding, it could cause vision loss, it could do half vision loss, full vision loss, and it could have a tissue scarring.
Yes. Now over here we have carotid artery, okay? This is, again, very, very serious. All these diseases we're talking about are very, very serious. In carotid artery, what it is that there's a blood clot in your eye, and it could potentially lead to your brain, and you would have a blood clot in your brain. And that's very, very serious. Leads to strokes. And just, okay, this can be, like, fixed, but also is life-threatening. And just go to the doctor if you ever notice, like, temporary vision loss, because that's a symptom of it. And just, again, very, very serious. So
just get your eyes checked regularly, please, because
eye doctors.
if you don't get these checked, it could lead to worse and worse things. The longer you wait, the worse it's going to be.
And it's the same with any other.
Next thing we have is an undetected STD.
Okay, now what this is it's hives and AIDS.
So, hive forms first, and it barely has any symptoms. You just have a couple cramps here and there. Your stomach might hurt, but it's
Normally you just
very
feel
normal.
fine.
Normally it's not noticeable. Then, it could take 10 to 15 years to form into AIDS.
Yes, but so some symptoms of AIDS is fever, fatigue, weight loss, and night sweats, and of course, recurrent infections. But also, hives and AIDS, well, what it is that it gets interferes with your ability to fight off
Diseases and organisms, kind of
And
like a
digestive
chemo
system.
patient right after
Yeah.
they have chemo. And this is a very serious disease because AIDS pretty much eats you from the inside out, and it's very fatal. But even though there is no cure, there is some medication that can help slow down the process of AIDS. So you need to get tested pretty much like every 3 months to see if you have this, and if you do, you need to get taken care of right away.
Yes, because all of these diseases, I cannot get over the fact of how serious all these diseases are, because all of them are life-threatening, and if not taken care of right away or getting the proper care, it's
fatal.
Yeah, fatal.
Next, we have undetected cancer.
Okay, so what it is colon cancer, and that is in your large intestine, and it's in the lower part of your digestive system.
So, for colon cancer, this is a very serious disease. It's called the silent killer because it pretty much kills you silently. So it basically goes unnoticed for a very long time.
But there are scans you can get to see if you have it. So if you ever have any signs or if you ever feel just something wrong, again, just go to the doctor, get scanned.
Yep. And also, this can go undetected for so long that it could be too late. But if you do find it and you do catch it, get it treated right away because it will, I promise, it'll get better. Now, for our celeb of our topic is Caleb Logan Bertaley, who passed away last year on October 1st in 2015. He was 13 and he died of so-called natural causes, the family says. And by the way, this isn't his real last name, it's just their YouTube channel where they are best known from.
And, well, it wasn't natural causes at all why he died. He died from a disease called Hypertrophic Cardiomyopathy. And that is, it's a genetic disease,
like we talked about in the first heart diseases. And he passed away from this. We are guessing it's from his grandparents because his parents claim that they do not have any heart problems, but their families or their ancestors might have something to contribute to his death. But they were all very sad. The family is now a family of 4. They have 2 girls, Annie and Haley, and they are just, it's just heartbreaking to hear about this.
And also, even if, like, what a genetic disease is even if your grandparents or your parents don't even have any types of disease like that, people before them, like great-grandparents and great-great-grandparents even, from years and years back could still have it and end up leading to you.
Yeah, it's just, it all depends on the genetics. So, this is our celeb of our topic. But these are some of the people that really helped. So, we actually did call Dr. Chris Bunchak. He works at Triple Valley Eye Clinic. And he told us all about the eye stuff, what was going on with the eyes, how to find stuff and cures. And so we just want to thank him so much.
And then we have Mayo Foundation for Medical Education and Research. And we got a ton of our stuff from this.
Yeah. We completely blown out the website. It's just amazing. They have so much stuff on there. And then we have Immaculate Anne, which she wrote an article on Science Online about how these diseases are silent killers, all of these. And by the way, for this one, we got pretty much all of our research from here.
Yeah, except for eye stuff because we actually did contact
Dr. Chris Bunchak.
Yes.
Got
Got information from him, and which it really helped because there was a bunch of parts in this that were about the eyes, and so it was just really helpful.
Also, I'm going to give a shout out because I didn't write this down, but a shout out to Osmosis on YouTube. He helped us with the long QT syndrome and the different, the different kinds of points and why it happens. And so we just want to give a big thanks to all these people for doing this for us, and especially to Dr. Bunchak for
He took the time to talk to us.
Yeah, he took the time out of his lunch to talk to us and to really give us some good information. So we just want to say thanks to all these people.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye.